Hey, what's going on, guys? It's HawksNest here, back with another Call of Duty mobile video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a quick little overview of some information that was actually announced to us from Activision. And I want to give you guys some of my opinions on it and just let you guys know what's going on. And I also want to let you guys know that I am actually grinding to get legendary rank on my phone, which is this guy right here, an iPhone XS Max. I am doing this totally solo queue, which means I'm not playing with any teammates, and I am also doing it totally free to play, meaning that I'm not buying any guns, any skins, anything like that. So if you guys want to see me grind that, make sure to sub to my stream channel, link down below. I am streaming the entire journey from Rookie 1 to Legendary, and I am also posting update videos on this channel, so make sure to sub to this channel if you want to see those videos. But without further delay, let's go ahead and get into this update. So I'm going to skip the stuff that you guys don't want to hear, like the beginning where they say greetings and all that. Basically, in the first paragraph, they just say that they're taking a step back and making sure they update us on what's going on with the game. Then after that, they said there's been a lot of talk about paid content versus free content, and they just are basically saying they're going to continue to have paid stuff inside of the game, but they do want to be able to offer more free content as well. They also said that they have heard that people want free guns, basically, or the paid guns, but they want free versions of it, like the HBR and stuff like that. They said they tried this with the ICR, and they want to continue to add more stuff to the credit store and more things that you can actually grind for. So now let's go ahead and look into specific updates. So the first one they say is Battle Pass changes. To this, they said that starting in April, you'll find a way to earn in the free Battle Pass, so in the free version of the Battle Pass, a variant of one of the newer weapons that may have only been released previously through paid content. And if you guys are curious, these are the 4 guns that have been released in the game where you can only buy them. There's no free version, and that is the KRM, which is a shotgun, the HBR, which is an AR, the Man of War, which is a AR, and the Pharaoh, which is an SMG. Now, I own every single one of these guns, and I'd say the only one that you guys would really be missing out on is the HBRa3, which is honestly right now one of the best ARs in the game. It is definitely the most reliable AR. I would say it's not as good as the Type 25 up close, but it's not as good as like the S36 or the AK-117 at far range, but it's really good at like all ranges, and at mid range it's a beast. The Man of War is also very good, but the thing about the Man of War is if you miss shots, it's really bad because it shoots super slow. So like a sniper, if you miss your first shot, you're screwed. So it's like the same thing with the Man of War. It shoots really slow, so if you miss shots, it's bad, but if you laser, it's really good. And in terms of the Pharaoh can absolutely shred people up close, but it falls off really quickly. So it's kind of like an MSMC, but a burst version. I do have uploads on my channel of every single one of these weapons if you guys do want to see, which will be like the thumbnails will be on the screen. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on past that. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure this will be the HBR because everyone is begging for the HBR. But yeah, there's another thing that they're doing which will basically guarantee that we're going to get the HBR free to play very soon. So next up is the credit store updates. They said they are committed to putting out at least one credit store update each month, which is very good news. They also said that they will continue to try to fill the store with desirable content, whether it's new weapons, score streaks, operator skills, grindable crates, or other items. And then they say, what about March? So obviously March is in 9 days from today. Today it's February 21st, so March is approaching very soon. And for March, they said, while we plan content far in advance and often cannot make an immediate change, we are trying to find ways to offer free or grind options to earn or acquire a variant of a newer weapon in March. So basically what they're saying is that one of the newer weapons that you can only buy is going to come free to play in March. So that's going to be 2 of the 4 weapons that I said before that will be coming free to play. I am almost positive it's going to be the HBR and more than likely the Man of War. I would assume those 2, maybe the Man of War, or not the Man of War, the HBR and the Pharaoh. Again, I don't really know, but there's a 50% chance we're getting the HBR, and also everyone has been begging for the HBR. If they didn't release the HBR for free out of those 4 weapons that I listed, the community would riot. Like, I mean, I'm 99% sure we're getting a free-to-play HBR by at least April. We could be getting it March, could be getting it April. Again, I don't know for sure, but again, 99% sure we're getting a free HBR. I kind of feel like it's going to come in the Battle Pass in April, but we could get it in March. Again, I don't know for sure, but we're going to get the HBR. I'm pretty confident about that. They say more stuff that you guys could read on your screen if you'd like, but we're going to go ahead and skip through it. The next thing that's important is modes, maps, and features. Basically for this, they're just saying that they're not planning on making a second map for Battle Royale. And they also talked about how a lot of people thought the aerial platform in Battle Royale was a little bit underwhelming, and they basically said that that's their fault. They kind of overhyped it and didn't do a whole lot for it. They thought it was cool, but obviously the community didn't like it, and they're going to work on stuff in the future and basically meeting our expectations. And they also said they buffed the loot on it. And in terms of multiplayer, so this is good news, they said they will continue to put out a new multiplayer, and then I think this is a typo, I think they meant to say a new multiplayer map every single month, which is really great news. It's good to know that there's actually some consistency with new maps. And they also said that the upcoming Cage map, never before seen in a Call of Duty game, so it's a brand new exclusive Call of Duty mobile map, is releasing on March 1st, which once again is in like 9 or 10 days. Then they also said they will continue to add new modes and mix them with previously released high-performing modes like Hardpoint, Gun Game, Sticks and Stones, and others. And then they also said, while revamped classic COD maps are always a possibility, we will be looking to explore more opportunities to bring brand new maps to the game, which would be great. I really hope they come out with a lot of really cool brand new maps that have never been in any other Call of Duties before. But obviously there's a ton of classic maps that we all want, like Terminal, Rust. I mean, there's plenty of maps that everyone is begging for, so that would also be cool if they add those. And obviously they plan on adding maps from other games, but they're basically saying here that Cage won't be the last exclusive COD mobile map. Then they talk about modes a little bit, and then they talk about the current structure and blah, 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 limited time modes, nothing super exciting. And they also say if you love a mode and you want to see it become permanent, they recommend that you play the mode, get your friends to play the mode, get the community to play the mode, go on social media and yell incessantly about your love for the mode, and then just play the mode. So they're basically saying the more that they see people playing the mode, the more likely it is that that mode becomes permanent. So if you guys are playing Hardpoint and you love Hardpoint, just continue doing that, get people to play it, and it'll be a bigger chance of it coming as a permanent mode. And then they basically just reiterate what I said right there when they say that if it's played a ton, they'll bring it as a permanent mode. And then they just talk about bug fixes and etc. And then they also say there's a couple hot fixes coming up soon. They didn't actually specify when, but the ADS misalignment issues are gonna get fixed soon. Incorrect announcer audio for Scorestreaks, thank God. That has been so annoying when like a Predator missile comes and it's a teammate one, but the announcer says a hostile Predator missile. That's been a pain. Also, announcer audio overlapping in domination mode, that's been annoying. They're fixing the face on the Outrider Arctic skin, which is good because that looked really weird. They're fixing crashes and freezing in VR, and then they're also fixing localization related issues, which I honestly don't know what that is. And then they basically just say that the people that work on bugs and the people that work on skins are two separate teams. Then after that, they address the purchasing issue, which you guys can read on your screen right now. I'm not going to go over it because it's a statement from them. It's nothing super important to the game. But if you guys are curious about this and you've had issues, it's right here. Then basically they just say thank you for voicing your concerns, and then after that it shows some different times for different modes, etc. They just talk about updating weekly modes. Then they talk about how there's only 9 days left in the Battle Pass season, and that's pretty much it. And in the last paragraph, they put in bold letters Activision and Teamy, and I think this is just to reiterate that the game is all the decisions in the game are decided by Activision and Teamy. If you guys didn't know, Teamy is the studios that created the game, and they are a subsidiary of Tencent Games. So when people are always pissed off at Tencent saying Tencent this, Tencent that, it's actually Activision and Teamy doing all this stuff. So also if you're thanking in the game and saying thank you Tencent, it should actually be thank you Activision and Teamy. I think they just did that to kind of like let you guys know what's going on. And then the end of it, they just say thank you until next time. So that's it for the community update. Really not much more to say. Make sure to drop a like and a sub on this channel if you guys want to see future content. I do all kinds of gameplays, all kinds of updates, all kinds of challenges, stuff like that related to COD Mobile. So if you guys want to see that stuff, make sure to drop a sub. And with that being said, I will see you guys later. Peace.